Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dawn, giving them all dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, everybody out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey win. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey, why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Today, folks, I just want to dive right in because I think I got it. Here it is. Did you know that there is a life for you that's greater than you could have ever dreamed of? Did you know that there's a life for you better than the one you've ever felt before? And did you know that there was a life for you much bigger than the one you wanted? And lastly, did you know that what I just said is true? Did you know that? Did you know that the things I just said are available to you? It's not just intended for those who receive awards. It's for everybody. Yeah, you too. It's for you who didn't get your high school diploma. It's for you who are incarcerated. It's for you who have 2 strikes. It's for you who've been sentenced to life. It's for you who've gotten out and have a felony record and can't seem to get it together. It's for you who have an illness. It's for you who the doctors have given up on. It's for you. This life I'm talking about is for you. Did you know that there's a life for you better than the one you dreamed about, better than the one you've imagined, a life better than the one you thought of, that there's a life for you better than the one you've ever felt before? There's a life for you better than the one you saw for yourself. There's a better life for you than the one you expected and even the one you wanted. Did you know that this is true for you? See, here's let me give you the secret to this thing now. You have to believe that it is for you. Now, you got to fight through the doubts. You got to fight through the will of Satan because the devil is busy, man. The devil wants you to think that it's hopeless. The devil wants you to think that this is it. The devil wants you to think there ain't no more to it. The devil wants you to think that this applies to other people but you. Yeah, you've been dealt the worst hand of them all, which you ain't, but that's what the devil wants you to think. So you got to fight through now. You got to fight through to get to what I just said is available for you. But what else you got to do? You ain't doing nothing else. Might as well fight. Why just wake up and just let it be? Why would you wake up every day and just exist when there's a chance for you to actually live? See, the reason I don't mind smiling so much now is because I'm no longer existing. I'm living now. See, that's what you want to get to. You don't want to exist to wake up paycheck to paycheck, day to day, not knowing, not understanding, not having, can't get this, can't get that, can't go here, can't go there. Gotta wait till it seems like you never get nowhere. You can get out of that rut of life feeling like when you wake up in the morning that your life is ho-hum, that you're just in a rut. I drive the same way to work. I do the same thing on my job. When I get off, I drive all the way back home. I sit there. I read the newspaper. I water the lawn. I'm so sick of my life. This ain't what I wanted, man. And wake up, start over, do the same thing. Then the weekend gets here and you got to mow the lawn, and then you try to fix something in the garage and you feel like your life is in a rut. I'm talking about if this feels like a rut to you. Now, if it's what you've always wanted, I'm cool with that. But I'm talking to people who want it more, who would love their life to be more, who would love their life to be different. I'm not criticizing you if I just described your life. I'm just only talking to the ones who would dare to believe that there's more to it than this. I'm only talking to the ones who would dare to accept the challenge, to fight through and see what God got for you instead of listening to Satan all the time. The devil is busy, man. Please understand, he's so busy. So busy trying to trick you, get you into the groove. You know, they doing all kind of stuff now, man. You know, atheists and already got prayer taken out of schools. Excuse me, look at our schools. Now there's a push by the atheists to get the words "in God we trust" taken off our money. Here's the deal. If you don't believe in God and you don't want to trust in God, just go on about your business. But what you can't do is spill off all into what I'm talking about. That's the problem I have with all of them. If you're going to do you, then do you. But don't spill off into what I got. Now, see, if you don't believe what I'm saying, then I ain't talking to you. Let's just be clear about the relationship with Steve Harvey and his crew. I'm only talking to the people that believe, that are looking for something else, that want something more, that want something better. That's got to be out there searching and hoping and trying to do more. That's all I'm talking to. Now, if you don't believe what I'm saying is true, then go ahead, try it your way. Go see, write me, email me, let me know how it's going for you. But I'm telling you of a way that's tried and true. If you go to God, if you go to your creator, your maker, if you go to him and you go to him for real and tell him, hey, you know what? I want you to go ahead and take over from here. I'm done. I done all I know how to do. I done tried everything I know how to try. I'm sick of me right now. Hey, look here. You created me. What you want me to do? And here's the cool thing about it when I made that decision, y'all. See, I was so afraid for years that I was going to miss out on something if I did that. I couldn't do this no more. But the stuff I needed to stop doing, I really need to stop. The things I was afraid of not being able to do anymore were the very same things I really didn't need to be doing no more in the first place. On the real, man. On the real. All that temporary fun I was having. All them temporary outlets I was using. All them temporary things trying to fulfill myself I was doing. I was just doing a bunch of temporary mess, man. I said, hold up, man. I want something permanent, man. I want a permanent feeling in my heart that it's going to be all right. So he replaced all that fun with joy. But it was only because I went and I faced him. He didn't take me and stop me from being me. He just made a better version of me. See, God don't take, because all the stuff he sent you through, he needed you to go through all them. He needed you to have them experience of what it felt like to be locked up. He needed you to have that experience to know what it was to lose everything. He needed you to have that experience to make you tough. You're just going to be a tough one. I'm a tough soldier in his army, that's all. I just ain't one of the weak ones. I protect the weak ones. God didn't take a lot of stuff from me except the stuff I needed. But the stuff he made me to be, he allowed me to keep it, and he just made a better me. Do that, y'all, and you can have what you want.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, circus performers, athletes, talk show hosts, social media influencers, inmates, faith-based people, pastors, choir members, strippers, and
choir members,
former drug dealers.
Yes.
Okay.
May I have your undivided attention? This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's a different altar call.
Man.
Yeah, that wasn't an altar call. That was just a call.
That's just
Yeah.
a call. Okay.
That's
Them just
Different
shout
call.
outs. Them just shout outs.
Yeah, that's all that was.
Wow.
Shirley Strawberry,
Hey, good morning, Steve. I love it. I love it.
Carla Farrell.
Good morning, Steve. What's up, crew?
The most promising young up-and-coming comedian that I know, Junior.
Morning, Unc, my mentor, man. How you feeling?
Ladies and gentlemen, king of pranks, nephew Tommy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Top of the morning, baby. Thursday it is, Uncle Steve. It's Thursday.
Yeah.
It is.
I don't know. I just did it.
Okay, I thought something
Sound
coming
like
after that.
No, it
Purple
wasn't nothing
was
with it.
like-
No, it wasn't nothing with it. Ain't no. That ain't the opening to no song or nothing. I just was, I just sang it to my damn self. Forgot I was on the radio. Really. You know what I'm saying? I really.
that we just
seriously,
started.
it just happened. I just started singing and went, hey, fool, you on the radio.
Hey, Steve,
What else are you having fun at your job?
Yeah.
That's cool.
You know what I was going to ask you? Remember the other day, a couple of days ago, we got really deep one morning when we opened the show and talked about our regrets and stuff?
We're not doing it again,
Yeah.
are we?
Well, no.
now. Come on
No,
now.
we're not doing that again.
Tommy, you can't handle it.
No.
Emotions.
Go ahead, Shirley.
We're not doing
What-
that again, Steve. I just thought about something that I didn't regret in my life. You know, because you do have regrets, but one thing I do not regret, and that's, should I say it?
Go ahead.
I was just thinking it to myself. But anyway, one thing I don't regret is cutting off my sixth finger. Because, I had an extra finger on each hand.
That
I
ain't
got that
nothing
cut off.
everybody
Yeah.
wanna know.
I got them cut off.
It was mostly
So I'm
for the
glad.
men
I
you was
don't-
kissing because that extra finger on the back.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was throwing
regret.
some people
Don't
off.
throw some people.
I don't regret doing that. I just wanted to.
Because
put
I
that
tell
out
you right now, if you shake my hand, I'm going to snatch back.
And that's what was happening when I was
Yeah.
little. Nobody wanted to hold my hand.
Well, I
Nobody
don't
wanted
want
to hold
to
my
shake your
hand.
hand now since I know
Shut
there's
up.
a
You
six
can't
something
even
over there.
tell. You can't
If I
even
shake
tell.
your hand now, I'm going to try to
See?
feel around because it's probably a nub over there.
Hey, look,
It's
right
like where
there.
it used to start at.
Shirley, I don't
Yeah,
want to see that.
there's got to be at least a little shiny spot.
How many toes you got? 8?
Just yeah.
Oh,
So
goodness.
That's my.
Did they charge you extra when you got your nails
No,
done?
they didn't.
Yeah,
it
they
didn't
did.
have a nail. It didn't have a nail. It was just about that. I'm just
Most
glad.
people only got 4 toes because the baby toe don't count. It's just tucked off in there.
Yeah, but if you lose it, you will fall. Okay. I'm just
You
saying.
need a balance.
We
Yeah.
talking about toes?
Yeah,
we
Carla.
talking about toes right now?
Yeah.
Don't
How's
do
your-
it.
I forgot Carla broke her toe. All right, coming up at 32.
I got a partner that ain't got a big toe and he wears sandals.
Well, how's
Oh.
the sandal holding on?
He got to stay leaning forward.
That ain't a flip. That's just a
All
flop.
right, we got to go. Coming up at 32 after the hour, we'll talk about trending sports headlines right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Antonio Brown was at practice yesterday with the New England Patriots. Take a listen to Patriots head coach Bill Belichick's press conference.
The situation, we're taking it very seriously all the way through the organization. Sure, there are questions, but I'm not going to be entering into a discussion about that today. So,
Bill, were you aware of the lawsuit when you signed Antonio Brown?
I'm not going to be expanding on the statements that have already been given.
Don't you think the fans deserve to hear a little more from you on
When we know
such a
more,
major
we'll say more.
development that, could impact the team?
Yeah, I just said that.
Can you tell us at all what Antonio Brown has said to you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm done with that. Okay? Anything else on Miami?
You're done with it in what way, sir?
Any other questions?
Can you explain what you mean when you're done with it? I mean, we're just trying to find out if he said anything to you about his position and about the allegations.
Yeah, and I just answered that question.
Well, actually, you did.
Actually, I did.
What the hell I just told y'all now? Y'all
Hey,
can quit
dog,
asking
they don't
me
look dog. Hey, dog. That's a Bill Belichick interview.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody
Yes.
surprised.
No. I wouldn't.
He answers all your questions, whether you like the answer or not. This is, in the words of James Brown, talking loud and saying nothing.
Yeah. And he sound like that when they win.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Exactly like
Just
that.
like that.
Sound just like he
When
lost.
he's excited. When he's excited, he sounds like that too.
When they won the Super Bowl,
When they won the
sound like
Super
that.
Bowl, he sounded like that?
Hey, do Belichick when he won.
You know, I just want to tell you that this victory is kind of what we were looking for.
That's crazy.
Now, hey, Junior, ask me a series of sports questions. I'm gonna answer them as Bill Belichick.
Did you all know you were going to win the Super Bowl today? Did you have a feeling you were going to win?
Not when I first woke up.
What was
dry answer?
What was a week of practice like for you all as you prepared to play this game today?
It was hard.
That's it.
That's it?
It be dry like that.
I mean, did you have any idea what the score might have been when you came out today? Did you have any odds?
No one knew the score or the outcome.
Are you worried about Tom Brady retiring? Are you concerned about that?
When he retires, it'll happen. I'll be the first to let you know.
Dry answers. Right.
Wake me up when this is over.
That's how he sounds, though.
Yeah.
That's how he sounds.
Wow. He never changes. That's funny.
You've won 25 games in a row. Is that something to celebrate? I mean, are you happy about that?
Well, ask me when we won number 26.
Can't get nothing from him.
You can't get nothing out of him.
No.
That's it.
Most people can't get nothing out of me because I ain't got nothing in me.
Wow. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick, ladies and gentlemen. Bill
There it is.
Belichick. Yeah. Well,
Hey, man, now, go ahead. Were you going to say something about Antonio Brown?
yeah, I was. But it's okay.
But you know what? This whole thing, here's what we honestly have to do. A man is, in this country, innocent until proven guilty. That's the legal system. That's the way it is. And that's the process that we're going to have to give this guy. Now, God forbid this turns out to be a true statement, then that will be hell to pay. And then it's tragic if it's a true statement. It's tragic if it's not a true statement. You know, it's just sadness on both parts.
It's really bad, Steve.
You know, this is a horrible accusation, and it has to be taken seriously, and you have to listen to what this woman says.
Yeah, she's saying, Steve, as a rape victim of Antonio Brown, deciding to speak out has been an incredibly difficult decision because a lot of people asked why now. Her name is Brittany Taylor. She says she's found strength in her faith, family, and from the accounts of other survivors of sexual assault. Speaking out removes the shame that I have felt for the past year and places it on the person responsible for my rape. She also said in the statement she will cooperate with the NFL and other agencies. And here's part of the New England Patriots official statement. They say, we take these allegations very seriously. Under no circumstances does this organization condone sexual violence or assault. The league has informed us that they will be investigating. We will have no further comment while that investigation takes place.
Now, I don't know where this came from, but I was watching Sports Center yesterday. And one of the things that came up across the screen was she wants to participate. She was willing to meet with the NFL next week to answer all questions because she wants to get this behind her because she's engaged and she's supposed to be getting married. And so, and they've explicitly made it clear that this is not a legal issue, that this is a civil issue, and that they just want compensation for what has happened to her. And that's what's come out of this also. So, you know, it's going to be a process, man, to find out how this all shakes out. It really is.
Okay, but when they say that this is just civil, but when it's a criminal act, don't the state pick that up anyway?
Well, the prosecutor can pick it up, but so far no charges have been filed because there's no police report. Now, the prosecutor can take a look at this and try to bring charges if he want to, but if you don't have you know, a corroborating witness or somebody willing to come forward with the charges, then, you know, a prosecutor don't want to try a case he ain't going to win. It's still politics.
Well, we'll be following this story.
It's a mess.
All right, coming up next, nephew in the building with the prank phone call. Run that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Kylie Jenner and her baby daddy Travis Scott bearing it all for Playboy. And boy, she is a Kardashian. No doubt about
You know what we ought to do?
I'm scared to say what? What?
Yeah, what's that?
The morning show ought to do a naked ass photo.
What, Carla?
The morning
But
show
see,
doing naked photo.
Well, how much we talking, though?
Everybody
a
has
Okay,
their
hold
right.
up.
$million
Okay, hold on.
bitch.
Hey, I ain't been working out
hold
for
on.
nothing.
Hold on. This leads to this question.
Okay.
This question is for Carla. For $1 million, would you pose naked for Playboy?
Not completely naked. No.
Oh,
I'll show
yes,
my
you
butt.
are. I'm sorry.
For $1 million, I show my butt, not my whole body. For $1 million, it's got to be a little bit higher than that.
We gotta
For
finish
$10
this.
million. For $10 million, Carla. $10 million.
Naked as a jaybird, baby. Naked as a jaybird. I'll put Tasha in therapy. That's it, baby.
We gotta finish this when we come back, though. We got
What you got for
20
us,
million, I'll play her.
Nah.
Naked, right, Steve?
I got PSC. I got the prostate checker. Let's go. Prostate checker. Let's go,
Lord.
cat dog.
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Roger.
This is Roger.
Hi, my name is Greg. I'm a PSC. I got you on my schedule. I'm supposed to come by your house tomorrow morning at about 7:15. I just want to give you a call and give you a heads up and let you know we will be there about 7:15. From my understanding, you go to work at.
You say you're a who?
I'm a PSC, sir. I'll be there. I'll be there tomorrow. I got you on my schedule for Monday morning, and I'll be there at least about 7:15. From my understanding, you go to work at 7:30, and my procedure's only going to take a couple minutes, but I wanted to just kind of give a friendly call and let you know that I will be by there tomorrow morning.
What's a PSC? PFC? What you say, a PSC?
PSC, sir. PSC. I will be there tomorrow. I've been in business probably for the last, I guess, about 13, 14 years now.
What is PSC specialist? What you do?
Oh, you're not familiar?
How you got me on the schedule? I ain't signed up for nothing.
Oh, I got you on my list here. I don't know who put you on here, but it's been paid for and everything for me to come by and do my job. And like I said, it'll only take me a couple minutes, and I'll have you on your way.
How you get my number?
Say again?
How did you get my phone number?
Sir, everything I have, I got 20 stops tomorrow, and I got you scheduled as my first stop tomorrow morning. I don't know. I got your phone number. I do have your address. Are you at Drive?
Yeah, that's my address, but I'm not scheduled for nobody to come to my house in the morning. I got to go to work in the morning. I'm not going to be here.
Right. My understanding. Well, from my understanding, you pull out about 7:30, and I'm going to get there at 7:15. Like I said, the procedure only takes about 2-3 minutes, and I'll be on my way.
Who told you about all my information? You know, when I leave home and everything. Who is this?
Like I say, my name is Greg. I'm a PSC, and I'll be there.
Okay, you said that already.
You'll see me tomorrow. I'm sorry. I just wanted to give you a friendly call here on Sunday and let you know that I'll be there. I'll be there about 7:15, and we'll get you taken care of, and then I'll let you get on your way to work.
You still ain't telling me what you're supposed to be doing.
Sir, a PSC is PSC. I'm a prostate checker, and what I'll be doing is coming in and checking your prostate tomorrow.
Oh, hell no. You ain't coming here to check my prostate. I get my prostate checked by my doctor. Who was you talking about coming to check my prostate? Not at my house, you ain't coming to check my prostate.
And you know what? I get this all the time. I get a lot of people that are in denial, a lot of men that claim that they've
my prostate is fine. I had my prostate checked just at the beginning of this year, man. You don't need to come to my house checking my prostate.
Sir, a lot of men are in denial saying that they got it checked, and they got it. And a lot of times we find out they haven't, and there has to be a reason. If I got you on my list and it's paid, somebody has paid $125 for me to come by there and check it.
Well, you should be happy you paid $125. This is the less job you have to do then, because you're not coming to check my prostate.
Sir, I'm going to check it. Now, I'm going to be by there tomorrow, and at 7:15, I'm putting my rubber glove on with a little bit of gel on it, and I am going to check your prostate, and then I'll let you get on to work.
Well, I tell you what, that rubber glove ain't going nowhere near me, homeboy. I tell you what, you bring your on over to my house if you want to. It ain't going to be pretty, and it ain't going to be nice with you in your rubber glove. Somebody might have to stick a rubber glove up your when I'm done with you. Don't be coming about my house talking about checking my prostate.
Sir, Do you realize that this is the leading cause to black men? Do you realize
Man, I understand that, man.
All right,
but
they
you
got
ain't come to my house and check
three
my
out of
prostate,
five black men. 3 out of 5 black men are lost every year
Man, who
because
is
of prostate
this, man?
cancer. So you ought to be very grateful that someone is sending me by there to check it and make sure you're okay.
I'm grateful that I can pay for a doctor that I go to every once a year, man. You don't have to come to my house talking about sticking no rubber glove up me, man. What's wrong with you?
Sir, I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with you. My job is to give you a friendly call and let you know that I'm coming. All right? Now, tomorrow morning, listen, I don't want to hear any more of it. Tomorrow morning, I'm there at 7:15, and you're going to get your prostate checked whether you like it or not.
Well, you bring your on by here then. I sure be here. You bring your bad think you bad enough to come over here and check my prostate. You bring your on.
I'm going to check it. So you just be ready at 7:15 that you're going to get your prostate checked.
Yeah,
at
I'll be here.
7:30. I'll let you go on to work. Case closed.
You come on over here if you want to. You know my address and all what time I go to work and everything. You bring your bad on over here if you want to.
I don't care if I got to come over there, sir, and hold you down and check your prostate. I'm coming to check your prostate at 7:15 tomorrow morning.
Oh, I tell you what, you bring your bad on over here. You think you know who I am, what I need over here. You come on over here and you do what you got to do.
I'm going to be over there tomorrow morning.
When you put that rubber glove on, you're going to be checking something else besides me. You're going to be checking your own. You bring your on over here if you want to. See if I don't get you up out of here. Don't be coming to my house with that. Baby, you found somebody talking about I need a prostate check or something? Somebody on my phone talking about I need a prostate or something. You bring your, I tell you what, I'll be here when you get here. You bring your over here.
I will be there tomorrow at 7:15 in the morning with my glove on.
You better walk your over here. You better be wheeled away from this. You bring your if you want to.
I'm going to have my glove on tomorrow, and I'm going to be checking your prostate at 7:15 in the morning.
If you want to talk about checking the prostate, you're going to be checking your own prostate, because I'm telling you what, I got something for you. You come over here. You bring your bad you think you bad enough to come over here and check something over here, you come on with it.
I got one more thing I need to say to you. Are you listening?
Man, what the hell you got to say to me now? You done told me some what's this you got to tell me now?
Are you listening to me?
Just bring your on over here. You're going to be hearing me.
I'm going to be over there, but I got one more thing I want to say. Are you listening?
What you got to say to me, man?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your homeboy.
Who you say you was again?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. Your homeboy got me to prank phone call you.
Hey, Tommy, boy, man.
You all right, Roger?
Boy, y'all about to make me go out. I wonder who the hell gonna come out of somebody's house to do a prostate check, man, on a regular basis like that, man. Yeah, I sure got me, man. I'm gonna get him back, boy. I can't believe he do me like that. I'm gonna go over there and check his prostate. I don't even think he get his checked on the regular. I want to have somebody come check mine.
Hey, man, I got one more thing to ask you, man. What is the baddest? I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land.
Steve Harvey Morning Show, man.
Oh, my God. All right, coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment and national news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, coming up at 35 after the hour, guys, we're going to talk more about Antonio Brown at the Patriots practice yesterday. But first...
Hey, skip what's coming up at 35 after the hour. Let's answer this question right here.
Okay, all right.
Shirley Strawberry.
Yes, Steve.
$5 million. Take home.
Clear.
Cash, clear. $5 million.
Cash?
Straight naked Playboy.
Oh, no. It has to be a little more than that. Yeah.
Are you serious to me right now?
Yeah, because...
Stop this. I need
Shirley
to show up.
We're women.
Okay, sure.
And who wants to... I don't know if anybody wants to see that.
Tommy, why you mad at
I
Shirley?
know. I can say what I want to say.
Whatever, Shirley.
I know her and Carla. Okay, I know both of them. Now, I don't know them in a naked way, but I'm just saying.
Thank you.
I know them. Y'all gonna quit playing about this million.
Junior.
Huh?
Ass naked, hands on your hip, front shot.
Yeah.
500,000.
Ian.
Come on. I ain't mad at you, boy.
Hey,
it's a double standard, guys.
With a Captain Morgan pose. I give it to him.
Put up on the barrel.
I give it to him. Hell yeah, no problem.
Tommy.
Captain.
Man.
Oh,
Tommy,
come on.
listen to this.
Free.
Okay.
Tommy,
Yeah.
naked, jumping on a trampoline,
Yeah.
$350,000.
Finna go get it. I'm finna turn my body
Do a flip.
inside out.
Toe
What?
touching.
Just say I'm going to do a flip.
What?
Yeah.
You finna see me naked from the inside. I'm finna turn my whole body inside out.
I don't think it's wrong.
Kidneys, everything exposed.
Have
all that.
kidneys?
All
You
that's
see your
exposed.
organs?
All that. I'm inside out. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Kidney.
300,000? What, man, please.
Man, please.
So
have
this
a
all
choice.
came about from the
Yeah, I was
whole
trying to get
Kylie
you a
Jenner,
Kylie,
Travis
yeah.
Scott.
No, Shirley, you don't know my lifestyle. I built this.
Junior, for 150,000, I sit on the front pew at the church. Walk right down the
Okay,
aisle.
you're going straight to hell.
You going to hell right
Yeah.
now.
Because I
Yeah.
came in there like Adam and Eve. Because I came in there like Adam.
Okay.
Yeah, you go
Nice.
right on
Okay,
there.
okay, don't try to fix it.
Yeah, that's what he's
Don't try to
It was a
fix
good
it.
fix, though.
This
It was a good
time
fix.
This time he going to
All right,
hell.
this all started because we were talking about Travis Scott, the rapper, and his lady, Kylie Jenner, and baby mama, Kylie Jenner. They started a photo shoot for Playboy. Kylie and Travis are part of Playboy magazine's fall 2019 Pleasure Issue. They didn't just pose for sexy pictures. Travis reportedly served as a creative director on the shoot. Kylie captioned the picture she shared on Instagram, "When Houston meets LA." He's from Houston. And then hashtag coming soon. The Pleasure Issue is now on sale,
Whatever.
by the way, if you want to see.
$500,000 butt naked driving a Jeep down
that in
the
the-
No, not for
101 in
$500,000.
LA.
Not for $500,000.
See, everybody has their price.
Well, he already got a $500,000.
Yeah, he probably
know.
got that. Right
I don't have a $500,000.
Okay, well, give me a number I can work with, and I'll tell you what I'll do.
10 million.
Oh, 10 million? On my back
See?
Oh,
with my ankles
Okay.
back by my ears,
Like a
looking
baby?
down between my legs at the camera.
Like a baby getting their diaper changed?
Yeah, but looking down there between my legs at the camera.
All right,
That's
we got to
big
move
over.
on to today's headlines, please. Thank you,
Winking.
Jesus.
With all my eyes.
Introduce Miss Ann, if you will.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
How do I follow that? Good morning, everybody. This is Ann Tripp with the news. Yesterday was the 18th year since the Twin Towers fell. As usual, family members, police officers, firefighters, first responders gathered around the country at the Pentagon in Shanksville, and of course in New York at Ground Zero, reading the names of the victims interspersed with moments of silence and the tolling of the bells rung at the times that the towers were hit when they crashed to the ground. President Trump was consoler in chief.
Today, our nation honors and mourns the nearly 3,000 lives that were stolen from us on September 11th, 2001. For every American who lived through that day, the September 11th attack is seared into our soul. It was a day filled with shock, horror, sorrow, and righteous fury.
And then came a more serious threat.
If for any reason they come back to our country, we will go wherever they are and use power the likes of which the United States has never used before. And I'm not even talking about nuclear power.
Okay, that's how yesterday went. Purdue Pharma, the company that manufactures OxyContin, reached a tentative deal yesterday designed to settle thousands of lawsuits stemming from the country's opioid epidemic. If the plan goes forward, the family that owns that drug firm, the Sacklers, are going to give up control of the company as part of a structured deal. It's a bankruptcy deal while paying out billions of dollars for lawsuits. The mostly Republican-appointed Supreme Court has decided to override a California judge's injunction against President Trump's three-country anti-asylum idea. The High Court is now allowing nationwide enforcement of a new rule that prevents migrants who pass through a neighboring country without asking for protection there from then coming to the U.S. and claiming that they need asylum. Democrats in North Carolina state legislature crying foul over what their Republican colleagues did yesterday. Apparently, since the beginning of July, the Tar Heel state has been operating without a new budget. The Democratic governor down there, Roy Cooper, vetoed the one he was sent because it did not allow for the expansion of Medicaid, and Republicans didn't have enough votes to override. So what happened? Yesterday, with Democrats under the impression it was going to be a no-vote session, and with most of them not in the chamber, the Republicans held an override vote, a secret vote, no Democrats to challenge him, and they got the budget they wanted. Good news, Kevin Hart's on the mend. The comedian actor has been released from the hospital. He's now in a rehab center. He's going to be there for a couple of months. And finally, today is National Milkshake Day.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Well, it's actually Chocolate Milkshake Day. And I guess, chocolate milkshake, you get it. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Tonight in Houston, guys, on the campus of Texas Southern University, TSU, it's the third National Democratic Presidential Candidate Debate. The top 10 candidates will take the stage for one night only. Candidates will appear on stage from left to right: Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar, New Jersey Senator Cory Booker, South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, former Vice President Joe Biden, Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren, California Senator Kamala Harris, businessman Andrew Yang, former Texas Congressman Beto O'Rourke, former Housing and Urban Development Secretary Julian Castro.
Ain't nobody from housing getting in. Ben Carson done fixed that.
Well, the top two polling candidates right now are Senator Elizabeth Warren and former Vice President Joe Biden. The debate will air for 3 hours.
Texas Southern
Is
University.
Cory Booker down there?
Yeah, he's there.
Yes.
Cory Booker, the top 10 are
He
there.
hollering all the time.
Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg. All of them are going to be
The
there.
gang's all here.
It's going to air for 3 hours, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 7
But you
to
know
10.
what, though, Shirley?
Yeah,
I just
Steve.
wish that these candidates would tell the truth. Everybody don't have a plan for everything. Stop lying, because you don't. I would be glad if somebody just said, you know what? I really don't have a plan for that right now. But then the next person go, well, I do. I have a plan. I have a very concise plan. But the truth of the matter is, half of the things that people say in campaigning, you never hear it again.
Right. The promises they
To
make.
the next election.
Seriously, man. And I wish they would just be honest about it. First of all, nobody wants to pay 70% taxes. Nobody. And nobody would think that's right for them. So anybody proposing 70% taxes, are you kidding me, man?
Yeah.
Who wants to do that? You go to work every day and 70 cents of every dollar go to something. Man, get out of here.
Shirley, they leaving. It's over at 11.
Uh-huh.
Just tell all the candidates, I know they probably never been to Texas Southern, when you leave off Claiborne. Don't go down Blotch.
No,
Why?
send them up Scott.
Texas, baby.
Send them straight
Get
up
your
Scott.
ass right on Claiborne.
Yeah.
Be your last candidacy.
You
All right,
in the
well,
tray, baby.
You heard
Ward.
Junior. That's his hometown. You heard him. Coming up next at 34 after the hour, Antonio Brown practiced with the Patriots yesterday, and O.J. Simpson spoke about Antonio's sexual
he
assault
doing
allegations.
talking?
There he goes again.
Okay, cool. I want to hear what he got to say,
right.
because whatever, well,
No, come on. We know he cutting up. Come on.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
As we mentioned, Antonio Brown was at practice yesterday with the New England Patriots, but the Patriots will see if Antonio will play on Sunday in the Patriots versus Miami Dolphins game. Take a listen to Patriots head coach Bill Belichick's press conference yesterday.
To the situation, we're taking it very seriously, all the way through the organization. Sure, there are questions, but I'm not going to be entering into a discussion about that today. So we're at
Bill, were you aware of the lawsuit when you signed Antonio Brown?
I'm not going to be expanding on the statements that have already been given.
Don't you think the fans deserve to hear a little more from you on
When we know
such a
more,
major
we'll say more.
development that, could impact the team?
Yeah, I just said that.
Can you tell us at all what Antonio Brown has said to you?
Yeah, I'm done with that. Okay. Anything else on Miami?
You're done with it in what way, sir?
Any other questions?
Can you explain what you mean when you're done with it? I mean, we're just trying to find out if he said anything to you about his position and about the allegations.
Yeah, and I just answered that question.
Well, actually, you did.
Actually, I did.
Ta-da!
Man,
Okay.
He don't budge.
Yeah.
Ask him nothing. No.
All right,
Still-
so
still-
right, right. It's going to be the same as they said. But Steve, this is the one you want to hear right here. O.J. Simpson has something to say about Antonio. Take a listen.
I saw where somebody accused Antonio of rape. Now, let's make one thing clear. He was accused, not charged. But I don't know how that's going to affect him this week. I'm hoping it's not true. Nothing I know about Antonio would make me think he would do something like that. But, you know, as Antonio Brown turns, is where we're living now. I hope it's not true. I'm just saying, take care.
You know, first of all, can I say something here?
Please.
First of all, what the hell you laughing at?
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, you're probably not the best character witness.
Thank you.
I mean,
For
if
Antonio?
Antonio needs somebody speaking up for him,
Not true.
I think your ass is the last person.
Say it, Steve Harvey.
Antonio got to be somewhere going, hell no. See, Antonio, if Antonio heard this, he cleaned out his locker right now.
Yeah.
You got to be the worst damn person. O.J. Simpson, he just don't understand that his ass need to get somewhere, sit down and be quiet, because don't nobody care. If you ever wanted to damage Antonio Brown's chance of getting a fair trial, if you have any inkling that a man is innocent until proven guilty, which is what this country is supposed to be about, O.J. Simpson ass cannot talk no damn way.
Who keeps putting a mic in his face?
That's who I want.
Who keeps doing that?
I would. I'd turn it on. Because
it's going to be something ignorant.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the hell you laughing at?
Yeah.
Bruh. I mean, come on. I mean, we living in these times. Bruh. OJ, I ain't heard nobody laugh at this yet.
It's
Because
not
it's
funny.
very, very serious.
No,
Very
it's
serious
nothing to
allegation.
laugh at.
Yes.
No.
What is he
No,
laughing?
it's not funny.
This damn dude right here, man.
Yeah.
And you would think, how old OJ now? 70-something?
Who cares?
I don't know.
He old, though.
We can look it up.
Yeah, he old.
Yeah.
But
me
at
look
one
it up.
point in time, you're supposed to, man.
Just
You
go
know,
somewhere and
old
sit down.
Old people been saying stuff that you don't really
72.
get.
He's 72, Steve.
Yeah. Ain't no fool like an old fool. And when you, hey, bruh,
In the words of
hey
my,
man, go play with your grandkids.
in the words of my wife,
Make
it's
up
all
with your
right.
children.
Just shut the blank up. It's all right. Shut the blank up.
Nothing about Antonio Brown makes me think. Don't nobody care what you think. We already found out what you think.
Well,
we already
what you
know
think.
Yeah.
what happened when your ass start thinking.
Exactly. All right, coming up next, the nephew in the building. We're going to switch gears here with the prank phone call coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, how often should you get a massage? That's a question. How often should you get a massage? All right?
All right.
But right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got now?
The shoplifter. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello?
Yes, I'm trying to reach a Tonya, please.
This is she.
Hi, Tonya. My name is Daniel. I'm the head of store security here at your job.
Yes?
Listen, I'm trying to see. I'm gonna have to. I know today's your day off. I'm looking at the schedule here. It seems that you don't come back in until Saturday. I'm trying to see if it's possible I can get you to come to the store. There's a bit of a situation I want to discuss with you. There's about $1,800 worth of merchandise missing from the store.
What?
Yeah, it's about $1,800 worth of merchandise, and we definitely know that this is a in-house situation. This is not someone walking in shoplifting. This is definitely an in-house situation with employees who have evidently been shoplifting from the store, taking things, and we want to get down to the roots of the problem.
Okay, so what you calling me for?
Well, ma'am, it's been brought to my attention that there's a possibility that you may be part of this situation. And
Part of the situation? I ain't no thief. I don't steal. You don't call my house accusing me of stealing. I ain't stole nothing from nobody.
okay, well, hang on, ma'am. What I'm trying to do is just trying to
Hang on, my. You trying to say I done stole something, and I ain't stole the thing.
Okay, wait just a second. Now, do you have a sister named Cynthia?
Yeah, what about her?
Well, now, it seems that here on some of the footage that we have on camera, that it's a possibility that it seems like your sister's actually wearing some of the merchandise that we sell here in the store. And
Okay, just because she wearing something that we sell in the store don't mean that I stole it.
well, we don't see where she's at. I've backed the footage up as far as I could. I don't see any footage of where she purchased this particular merchandise. And my assumption is maybe you gave it to her.
I ain't gave her and just because you don't see where somebody purchased it don't mean that it's been stolen.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to just get to the chase of this, Tonya. What I'm going to have to do is this. If I can't get you to come to the store, ma'am, and matter of fact, here's another question for you before I go any further. You have children at all, Tonya?
Yeah, I got children. Why?
Is it possible, because I'm missing a lot of baby merchandise as well. And
You know what? You really cruising for this morning, okay? Because you don't call somebody on their off day accusing them of stealing.
Okay, here's what I got to do. Are you coming into the office so I can talk with you?
I'm not coming nowhere on my off day.
Well, then what's going to happen, Miss Tonya, is I'm going to have to actually come to your home, check your closet. I'm going to have to check your kids and see if they're
do what?
Check and see if they're wearing merchandise that comes from this.
Come to my house if you want to, and they gonna take your ass up out of here in a body bag.
Excuse me?
You heard what I said. You don't call nobody. I bust my ass at that store. You understand me? I work hard for y'all, okay?
You've been busting.
You call here accusing me of stealing. I ain't stole from nobody. I don't have to steal. That's why I work all day. You understand me?
I think you've been busting your butt taking stuff is what you've been doing. You've been
took from nobody. You understand me? I do not steal.
I'm going to come over there. I'm checking your closets.
Things, but it ain't no thief. You understand
And
me?
I'm checking your babies as well, and I'm making...
You check my babies and see what happens. You put your hands on any damn thing in here and see what happens, okay?
I don't want to have to drag your butt.
Over here. You going to drag somebody? Oh, now you threatening me?
I don't want to drag you out of your house.
Security guard. You a tough security guard. You like your job that much? You willing to die for that? Huh?
Who said anything about me dying?
I did. Come over here, and that's what's going to happen. That's what happens. When you with people on their off day, you get hurt, okay? I get a couple of damn days off, and y'all going to call me with this
So are you threatening me now?
I'm threatening you. Didn't you just call and say you was coming over here?
Yes, I did.
Over here. Bring your Bring your security guard.
I'm on my Don't look. Let me tell you something.
Okay?
I can have you brought up on charges. You know that?
Bring me up on charges and see what happens.
That's
Bring
it.
me up on charges. See if you get that far.
I'm on my way over there now to check you and your kids. You understand me?
Come over here to check me and my kids and see how they check your up out of here.
Let me tell you something.
You ain't got to tell me. You ain't got nothing to tell me. You ain't got nothing else to tell me, okay?
Why don't you go ahead and tell me what you took? Maybe I'll go light on you. I'll go light on you.
You think I'm stupid or something? You sound like a damn fool. Why don't you tell me what you took? I ain't took.
I bet you're teaching your little kids over there how to steal too, aren't you?
What? What you teach your little ugly kids?
Hey! Now you will not.
Hey! Don't call me with this on my off day.
Let me tell you one more. Are you listening to me? I got one more thing to say to you.
You ain't got nothing else to say to me.
Are you listening?
What?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked from your sister Cynthia.
Okay. So you and that broad want to play games, okay? Y'all want to play, right? Y'all got jokes. I got a joke for both of y'all, okay? I'm around here taking care of her and all her little ugly kids, and she gonna play with me and my off day? All right.
Tonya, she told me, she said, that Tommy be pranking people. You can't nobody get me with that old crazy stuff. How come them people don't know somebody calling and tripping with this? She told me you thought you couldn't be God.
That's all right. Y'all got me. It's all good. All good. Well, I love you. Love you, Nephew Tommy. I got something bug like.
All right, let me ask you one more thing. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Shoplifters. That goes out to all the shoplifters out there. How's that? That's cool. Frank call.
They get shout outs and
Yeah,
dedications.
they get shout outs and dedications. All you shoplifters out there that's gonna get sooner or later gonna get caught. This goes out to you all, okay?
Wow.
Greensboro, North Carolina. The nephew is coming to town at the Carolina Theater. That's Saturday, September the 21st. Tickets are on sale right now. That is Greensboro, North Carolina. And then Saturday, October the 5th, Wacomico Civic Center. That's Salisbury, Maryland. Am I saying it right? Salisbury, Maryland.
Was you trying to say Wachovia?
No, it's Wacomico.
Oh, okay,
No, it's not Wachovia. It's not Wachovia. Wacomico.
Like
Yeah,
the bank?
Wachovia's gone.
Yeah, like
Wachovia
the bank.
gone.
Well, I'm
The
just
old
saying.
bank.
I got you. Wacomico. That's the Wacomico Civic Center. Saturday, October the 5th. And then Jackson, Mississippi. Chuckles. Brand new Chuckles is now in Jackson, Mississippi. That's the Chuckles Comedy House. I will be there October the 11th through the 13th, and tickets go on sale this Friday. Y'all been calling and asking
Chuckles
about
is
it.
in Jackson,
They got a new one in Jackson. They moving on. They got one in Mississippi.
Who is that, Prescott?
Yeah, they gonna have one in Memphis and they have one in Jackson, Mississippi now.
Wow.
And I will be there. Yeah, October 11th through the 13th. The nephew is coming to town, and tickets go on sale this Friday. And then you know what's October 5th, don't you?
What's that? Say
Ready
it.
to Love, baby. Ready to Love. The nephew is hosting it. Brand new second season. I'm excited. God done gave me a second season.
I saw your trailer on Instagram.
Did you like it?
Yeah,
Me
it's
too.
got
Me
Yeah, I
too,
saw it.
Tommy. It's
yeah,
cute.
guys and beautiful ladies on
Was
there.
I cute as the guys? You ain't saying nothing.
I ain't even noticed you.
No.
She didn't say
I
that.
was hosting the whole thing, boy.
No, I was talking about the guys on the show, the
Tommy, I'm
contestants.
gonna tell you one more time so you can stop this.
What?
You are not a cute person.
Well, what am I?
Stop it. You ain't cute.
What is something?
Okay, what's the opposite of cute? I got it, Shirley. What's the opposite of cute? If you ain't cute, then what is you?
I'm just gonna say not so cute. I'm not gonna say that.
If you're a baby, if a baby is born and the baby ain't cute, what is the baby?
Ugly as hell.
Thank you, Junior.
Ugly as hell.
I'm not doing it.
Baby?
I'm not claiming that. I'm not claiming that.
You don't have to claim it. It's on you. It claimed you.
All right, thank you, Unc, for clearing that up. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter subject: how often should you get a massage? We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter, guys. And if you need advice on relationships, on sex, on dating, on parenting, on work, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com. I tried to sound like you on that one, nephew, and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. today.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Okay, I got to do a disclaimer on this one because could be a little graphic. So if you have young children in the car, parents, please be aware of that, okay? Subject: how often should you get a massage? Dear Steve and Shirley, I am a 30-year-old man and I love working out. I started a new, very intense workout routine last month, and my trainer suggested that I get a good deep tissue massage to get out the kinks. So I scheduled a 90-minute deep tissue massage with a massage therapist. It's an in-home massage service that came highly recommended by my trainer. A day later, a female therapist showed up at my house, and I was surprised at how beautiful and in shape she was. She sat up the massage table in the den, and I got on top of the table face down in my underwear. She advised me to get totally undressed so she could work every muscle, including my glutes. I was naked, only covered by a sheet, as she carefully rubbed each muscle in my body. She whispered for me to roll over on my back. She worked on my neck and my shoulders. Then she moved down to my legs and leaned over to whisper, "May I?" May I?
Keep going, Shirley.
I shook my head. This is my letter. I shook my head, yes. And this fine female therapist grabbed a muscle that I normally don't get massaged. I lay there quietly as she massaged it, and she even went downtown. I was speechless.
She what?
She even went downtown.
That ain't what my letter.
Yeah. Well, we can't read what
Yeah,
your letter say.
yeah.
Just follow along.
Well, it means the same thing, okay? I was speechless, but I was praying that my wife didn't walk in. Yes, I'm married.
God, dog.
But
God.
but yes,
I almost cut.
I know. Yes, I'm married, but there is no way I was going to stop this massage therapist.
What?
Because she handled me way better than my wife ever has.
Ow! God! Dog.
Shut up. I tipped her well, and she left. Now, I'm not stupid enough to have an affair, but I really, really need to see her again.
I bet you do.
After all, my trainer did tell me that I should get regular massages. There's got to be some way I can justify this. Steve, I need your advice.
Woo! Steve?
Yeah. All right.
Steve, I need your advice.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, hold on, Shirley. Hold on.
All right, you got to give him some
While
advice.
you answering the question, I'm gonna bow my head. I need prayer.
In prayer, okay.
Help me, Jesus.
Yeah, he's saying he can't be stupid enough to have an affair, but smart people have affairs, okay? And if you think you're smart, listen, smart people have affairs. How do you think affairs get started? They get started in sometimes in these ways. Certainly massages sometimes, then repeat massages like you want to do. Come on, married man. Your trainer and this masseuse have quite a hustle going on here. So please be careful. Never ever write her a check. Because what you don't want is for your wife, who you stated in the letter, dummy, very clearly that it's not better. She's not better than the masseuse at handling you. I mean, come on. What if your wife comes in and catches you, okay? Do you think about these things? The other thing you have to stop is letting this masseuse, this massage therapist, come into your home and massage you. There's no way you can justify that continually. All right? Your wife could come in and walk in on you at any time. What are you going to do then, okay? You waited till the very end of the letter to tell us you were married after you sucked us all in. Anyway.
After what happened, Shirley?
After. You heard me. We're all caught up in the letter.
Yeah.
And then he drops the bomb that he's married. All right, he needs to stop this immediately, and especially at his home. This is how affairs start right here. The writing is on, don't do it. All right, Steve, come on. I hear your prayers.
Make me proud, boy.
Proud?
Don't listen to Tonya.
Thank you.
Listen
yourself
to
in
me.
some trouble.
This 30-year-old man loves working out. I don't. I work out just so I don't look like certain people I know. That's the only reason I work out. If there was a pill that could get this stomach off, I'd take it. I promise you I would. I started a very intense workout routine, and trainer told you to get a deep tissue massage, get out the kinks. Scheduled a 90-minute one. Massage therapist was recommended by your trainer. It's an in-home therapist. A day later, this woman showed up at the door, and Lord have mercy, she was fine.
Why are you sounding like you're scared? Wait a minute.
I am scared, Shirley, because he's asking me for help, and I ain't got nothing for his ass. She set up the massage table in the den. God, dog. I got on the table face down, as you should, in your underwear, as you should. She advised me to get totally undressed so she could work every muscle, including my glutes. Now, let's stop right there. First of all, we in your house. If a fine woman is in your house and tells you to take your drawers off, we in trouble.
Yeah.
Because I can get this massage without taking my drawers off. And she wanted to work every muscle, including my glutes. That's his ass.
Hold on, Steve.
Once you touch my ass with your hands and I don't have drawers on, there is a reaction that come with that. I'm just trying to tell you this. We'll be back.
Yeah, we will. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 after the hour. Today's letter, how often should you get a massage? We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter subject. How often should you get a massage? This letter came with a disclaimer because it gets a little graphic in here. All right.
30-year-old dude, young dude in shape, intense workouts. Trainer told him he needed to get some deep tissue massages to get the kinks out. The trainer recommended this therapist. She shows up at the house next day. She's beautiful and in shape. She sets up the table, told him to get undressed. He gets undressed, and before he lay down on the table face down, he got on the table face down in his underwear. She advised me to get totally undressed so she could work every muscle, including my glutes. This is where the letter starts to turn.
Yes.
Glutes, for those of you that don't know, is a medical term for ass.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what
Now-
it is. That is true.
And so you naked because she wants to massage your ass. That's really what went we down, which creates an instant problem for Steve. This is why I don't get massages, because once you touch my naked glute with your bare hands, that glute automatically becomes an ass. It's no longer glute. You touching my ass. I'm saying it to myself. She's touching my ass. Hold up.
While you're on the table.
I'm saying it to me. She touching my ass. She got her finger on my ass. Now, when you getting your glute massage, your thumb.
Careful, Steve.
Your thumb does a lot of probing type work. Now, there's a crease between your glute and the top of your thigh. There's a little line. It's usually a darker area.
Crevice, yeah.
It's usually darker on most people.
Black people.
Yeah.
Now, once your thumb enters that area, that's called the zone.
Yes, yeah.
You done now mess around and rub my muscle in the zone. And now you covered by a sheet. She rubbed every muscle. She whispered for me to roll over on my back. That's the other thing. I can't be naked and we whispering. Listen to me. It's no way I can be naked and you whisper. Because, see, Shirley, I want you to say in a female voice, I want you to just say, roll over now. Say it whisper.
Roll over now.
Huh?
You heard her talking about, huh?
Oh, no. He wanted me to say it again.
Roll over.
Yes.
Now, see, once you whisper, I can't roll over because the reaction has begun.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm naked and you whispering. You down here by my ear. The reaction to the whisper has begun. So you flip over, and now she surprises you by start rubbing your neck and shoulders. Well, after you done whispered to me and I turned over, we both have surprises.
Hello.
Then she moved down to my legs and leaned over to whisper again. May I? All I could do was shake my head. Uh-huh.
You whispered.
May I? Yes.
Yes.
And I could tell you, Shirley, say may I, and I'm going to show you how he said yes.
May I?
Yes.
He can't get it out straight.
So you about to cry.
Whimper.
I know he's so scared.
Yes. This fine female therapist grabbed a muscle that I normally don't get massaged. This is a problem now. I lay there quietly. Now, that right there, I can't be quiet. I lay there quietly as she massaged it and went down. Now, how is we quiet? This letter.
At the house, too, Steve.
I don't give a damn where we at. If I don't have a tube sock handy that I can pack in my mouth, the quiet is out. I was speechless. But I was praying that my wife didn't walk in. You wasn't praying that damn hard. I can tell you right now, you wasn't praying that hard. Yes, I'm married, but there's no way I was going to stop this massage therapist because she handled me way better than my wife ever has.
Ooh, that's a crazy statement.
This is where we got a problem. And the reason why she was handling you way better than your wife is because she got way more experience. Because this what she do. She's a massage therapist. Whisper. I tipped her well as she left. You damn right you did. Now, I'm not stupid enough to have an affair. What you think just happened, dog?
Yeah.
What? I don't know if you 30. I'm not stupid enough to have an affair. I don't know what you think just happened, but that's the definition of an affair. But I really, really need to see her again. I know you do. After all, my trainer did tell me I should get regular massages. There's got to be some way I could justify this. Steve, I need your advice. But, bruh, because we're on the radio, let me tell you something. You can justify it by saying you need regular deep tissue massage. But I don't know how hard you working out where that muscle is so.
This is an affair right
I don't
here.
know what was you doing push-ups and fail? I don't know what you did. Dog, you in trouble. You're having an affair. And you can call it what you want to call it, but that's what this is.
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram and Facebook at Steve Harvey FM. Also, check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 after the hour, our girl from the Talk, Sheryl Underwood.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, we have this crazy Strawberry Letter today. How often should you get a massage?
This dude in a world of trouble that had this massage at his house with this therapist that had set up in here and went down on him in his living room. And he married. Your wife gonna find out, though. Like I said, she gonna come in there and want to know, what is these 4 dents in the carpet for? And then you gonna tell her I had a massage. And then she gonna start finding clues. At first it's gonna be, who tore the curtains down there?
If you're getting a massage.
Why is your footprint on the flat screen TV and it's got a crack in it?
Oh, God. Yeah, he's playing a dangerous game.
Yeah, that's it. Let's just move on. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado,
Yeah, let's.
Sheryl Underwood.
Well, thank you, Steve Harvey. Give it up for the band. Man, there's a lot of stuff going on. Listen, the debate is tonight. Let us all lay our hands on the radio for Joe Biden that he can clinch this, because I hear in the polls Joe Biden got 55%.
Yeah.
He would get 55% of the vote if the vote happened right now against Trump's. He the president, but you know what time it is. So Joe Biden, all I need you to do is stand there and smile with your hand in your pocket, counting your change. And don't say nothing crazy, because don't you think if he say something crazy now, that's gonna mess it up. Is the dude from South Bend? Is the mayor? What his name?
Oh, Pete Buttigieg.
I call him Gucci Gang because I can't say his name, Gucci Gang, and I don't want to be
Buttigieg.
disrespectful.
Yeah,
Gucci Gang. I call him Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang.
Gucci Gang.
Okay, yes. It's a lot of people need to get somewhere and sit down. There need to be about 5 people up there. The billionaire dude that bought his way in, that's how you do it right there. That's solid game playing right there. You going to listen to me. Throw that money on the table, son. Yeah, Tom, what is his name?
What is his name? Yeah, that guy.
Was Tom Steyer or whatever? Is he from Northern California? Yeah. I don't want him to debate no Democrats. I want him to go straight at Trump. I want him to go straight at Trump, because that's going to be ignorant. Wait a minute. I hear there's some new naked pictures out. First, it was ESPN's. Now, who is it? It's a Kardashian. Kardashian Jenner.
And what's the baby, Kylie, the baby, and Travis Scott.
Yeah, and who is the boy she with?
Travis Scott,
what's
her
his
man,
name?
the rapper.
And they showing their booty out somewhere.
Well, she's showing hers for sure. Yeah.
The only picture I want to see, Junior, get a camera. What's happening? What we doing? What we doing, Junior? What's happening? Come on, we could be in a King. We could be in King magazine.
So disappointed.
Oh no! Oh no! I will not be disappointed, Junior.
I'll show you my behind.
Have you
Stay
lost?
focused.
I'm out. I'm out.
On that note, Sheryl, we got to get out of here.
Is it time for me to go?
Yes, it is. Coming up at the top of the hour, Carla's reality update. Thank you, Sheryl Underwood.
Thank you, Junior.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, get ready. She is here. Carla Farrell with what reality update?
All right, thank you, nephew. Here we go, child. Here is the tea, Shirley Strawberry.
What's
Real
happening?
Housewives
Girl.
Potomac.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Child.
Steve, season finale, child.
What did Brenda do?
Not Brenda. Ain't nobody on that name Brenda.
Oh, Brenda?
Listen, your girl Katie. Remember I told you she left the Cayman Islands on the trip that the ladies did? Well, listen, Steve, she posted on Instagram why she really left. She was sick. She called an island house doctor. He told her to stay out the sun. She decided to leave the Caymans altogether. She did tell production and the front desk, because remember the other girls was like, she didn't even tell nobody. So they was concerned. They was getting ready to do a missing persons report. Anyway, she's blaming it all on editing and that she did communicate what was going on. And she said, by the way, Robin is broke. She couldn't afford to do the trip. I mean, Katie was just throwing shade. She also revealed that she was pregnant. No! And that's why she left. But sadly, she did have a miscarriage. So that's why she's very mad at editing on the show, to not tell her full story. But she talked about that on Instagram. Anyway, back to the show. On the season finale, Candace told her mom that she and her husband are ready to take over the mortgage, but now she and her mom are beefing again. Shirley, they're not talking anymore. I don't understand what's going on with her and her mom.
When did Candy get on their show?
Candace. Not Candy Burris.
From Atlanta Housewives.
This is Potomac. This is the
I've never
DC,
seen
Virginia
anybody switch
area.
shows before.
Hate him. Robin sold her investment property with her mom, and her and her ex-husband Juan got commitment tattoos. So it looks like they're going to try to get their marriage back together. Giselle, she moved into her new house with her daughters, and our girl Karen launched her perfume business. Did you see that, Shirley?
I love the Grand Dame.
La Dame perfume.
Yes.
So anyway, she did her thing, and Ashley revealed on the show to her husband and just to her mother that she was pregnant. She did not tell her castmates, but they figured it out at Karen's party when Ashley was just drinking water. Robin and Giselle was like, that girl will throw back a Corona in a minute. So now she just drinking water all of a sudden. So they kind of figured it out. And so there you have it. That is the season finale of Real Housewives of Potomac. So I will be watching the reunion show, and it's going to be some drama on the reunion show. Moving on. Did you guys see the scripted show that we love so much on Stars, Power? Did you guys?
Yes.
Girl.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes. Finally, 50 Cent put the original version of Big Rich Town.
He did. It made sense.
Yes, with Joe. And 50 directed this particular episode, so now he says he's ready to direct movies and everything. You know how
he ready now. He ready.
Yeah. He's ready. He said, I'm ready now. And Shirley, did you see Lorenz Tate, Councilman Tate? Did you see him? Ladies, did y'all see Lorenz Tate? That's all I got to say.
That's all I can say.
Okay, he was going to work on Power.
Yes,
and
he was.
That's it. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave on Lorenz Tate. Ladies, I'll let y'all marinate on that, because I know y'all thinking back to that episode.
Yeah, nothing I can talk about in it.
He's so cute.
What?
I'm not fit about Councilman Tate and what he was doing.
See, hold up, right
Did you
there.
see it, Junior?
Hold on. Let me jump in here. Shirley, what's the last statement you said about Lorenz Tate?
He's so cute.
Tommy.
Yeah, he is cute. He's good looking.
Tommy.
Yes.
See how she said that? You've never heard that before.
I've heard that.
In his life.
No, you've never heard that, and I want you to make note of this now. Go ahead, Shirley. Lorenz Tate is
He's so
Go
cute.
If he heard cute, like it was about his shirt or his shoes. Something like that. It wasn't about him, though.
Shut up, Junior.
Last time Tommy heard he was
socks?
cute, he was a baby in a bassinet, and they was talking about the little doll he had.
It's hard to go against two ugly people. You and Junior, y'all rough.
Yeah.
All right, listen, coming up,
That's
more
cause
music.
game recognized game.
We cool with it.
More music coming up. Trending news on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. We'll be back at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
6 in 10 Americans say a recession is likely in the next year. That's what people are talking about. And as many are concerned about the higher prices because of the trade war with China. This information helped to knock 6 points off President Trump's job approval rating in the latest ABC News Washington Post poll. Mr. Trump fell from a career-high 44% approval in July to down to 38% now. That's a point off his career average, with 50%.
Who they asking? They're not asking anybody I know.
Yeah, we never know the people.
Because why he would even have an approval rating is beyond me. Because everybody, I don't know nobody that approve of him or the job he doing, except on Fox.
Oh, they love him. Yeah, Trump fell from a career high 44% approval back in July to 38% now, a point off his career average with 56% disapproving. His average rating since taking office remains the lowest on record for any modern president at a comparable point in his term. And President Trump is the first never to have achieved majority approval.
Ever.
He ain't never been above 50%.
I said President Trump is the first president never to have achieved majority approval.
Wow.
Okay. His average rating since taking office remains the lowest on record for any modern president at a comparable point in his term. All right.
Okay, but if you let him tell it, though.
Oh, yeah, he's the greatest.
Yeah,
All right, we'll be
he's
back.
winning.
Yeah, with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show and some trending news coming up at 33 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Tonight in Houston, guys, on the campus of Texas Southern University, TSU, it's the third National Democratic Presidential Candidate Debate. The top 10 candidates will take the stage for one night only. Candidates will appear on stage from left to right. Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar, New Jersey Senator Cory Booker, South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, former Vice President Joe Biden, Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren, California Senator Kamala Harris, businessman Andrew Yang, former Texas Congressman Beto O'Rourke, former Housing and Urban Development Secretary Julian Castro.
Ain't nobody from housing getting in. Ben Carson didn't fix that.
Well, yeah, the top two polling candidates right now are Senator Elizabeth Warren and former Vice President Joe Biden. The debate will air for 3 hours.
Texas Southern
Is
University.
Cory Booker down there?
Yeah, he's there. He's there.
Yes,
Cory Booker,
yes.
the top 10 are
He's
there.
hollering all the time.
Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg. Yeah, all of them are going to be
The
there.
gang's all here.
It's going to air for 3 hours, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 7
But you
to
know
10.
what, though, Shirley?
Yes,
I just
Steve.
wish that these candidates would tell the truth. Everybody don't have a plan for everything. Stop lying, because you don't. I would be glad if somebody just said, you know what? I really don't have a plan for that right now. But then the next person go, well, I do. I have a plan. I have a very concise plan. But the truth of the matter is, half of the things that people say in campaigning, you never hear it again.
Right. The promises they
To
make.
the next election.
Seriously, man. And I wish they would just be honest about it. First of all, nobody wants to pay 70% taxes. Nobody. And nobody would think that's right for them. So anybody proposing 70% taxes, are you kidding me, man?
Yeah.
Who wants to do that? You go to work every day and 70 cents of every dollar go to something. Man, get out of here.
Shirley, they leaving. It's over at 11.
Uh-huh.
Just tell all the candidates, I know they probably never been to Texas Southern, when you leave off Claiborne. Don't go down Blotchy.
No,
Why?
send them up Scott.
Texas, baby.
Send them straight
Get
up
your
Scott.
ass right on Claiborne.
Yeah.
Be your last candidacy.
All right, coming up, we'll do our last break of the day. And, of course, we'll have some closing inspirational remarks from the one and only. He's our fearless leader, Steve Harvey, right after this at 49 minutes after.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, this Thursday, it's been a fun, good Thursday, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, good
Yeah, it's been fun, you know.
Yeah, I'm just thinking
We
about
did our best, you know.
Yeah, we always do.
Try to entertain.
We have been, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
been-
that was great
We
today.
achieved that.
Yeah, we try to get people to work in a good mood, you know, that's all.
I've been cute all morning. Y'all been ugly all morning. You know, you and Junior. That's the way it is, baby.
See how that sounds? See how nobody bags you up on them
I
type
don't.
statements?
These girls don't bag me up. They bag you up. I'm cool with that. It's cool.
Well, I mean, I'll say this. You have to have confidence in yourself.
And I have it.
Yeah, you have to love yourself.
Thank you so much.
A lot of ugly people got confidence.
Okay.
Right. Dennis Rodman got confidence.
Plenty of it.
You are not finna do that to me right there. You just did that to me.
He do
No, I
have
ain't
it,
saying
though.
I ain't saying you look like that, but you
But you
know,
ain't far from it.
Shut up.
Damn.
if you put a hoop in your lip and two rings in your nose, Boy,
I'm not buying
I can
this.
see it. I can see it. If you put a hoop in your lip and 2 rings in
I'm
your
not finna
nose
do
and
it.
start crying,
Tommy, you cute. You cute.
Twinsies.
I'm not.
You're
Shirley,
cute,
no,
Tommy.
we're not. No, don't jump in
You know
here
you're
now.
cute.
Oh no.
that's
you
patronizing. you.
Hey, hold up.
You know you're cute.
Pull the reins
Oh,
up.
well,
That's
here.
pity, Shirley. You
know you're
patronizing.
cute.
That's all it is, Carl. A little pity party. I'm not finna doing that. No.
You know you're
You know
cute.
I'm not gonna say that. You know I'm not gonna say
You know
that.
you're cute.
Whatever.
We
I'm
know our
good.
roles. We know
good.
who we are
I
on
am
this show.
good.
You're
Hey,
cute.
Tommy know he ain't, and Tommy know this ain't true.
Junior,
That's why he
Junior,
don't want y'all to keep calling him that.
Junior, you're cute too. And
Nah,
Steve,
no,
you're
Shirley.
rich. We know
Yeah.
these things. This
Yeah.
is what we know.
You rich.
So, yeah,
I'm good.
that trumps everything.
I would prefer
Yes,
that
it
over
does.
cute.
Yeah, that trumps everything. We know.
One thing I appreciate my mama, she ain't lied to me. She said, sit down, you little ugly ass boy. I knew it.
My mama ain't do that to me.
I knew it.
She was trying to build your spirit.
She did. She built my confidence up. It did. It worked. I ain't had to worry about that no more.
I'm not doing it.
All right, Steve, come on, take us home with some inspiring after this closing remarks, if you will.
Well, you know, let me just do something really short and really helpful. You know, I've been saying a scripture for a long time in some of my motivational speeches that one of the most important scriptures I've ever read is one of the shortest ones too. And it has really helped me in my life, in my walk, in my career, in my ups, in my downs. And that scripture is, you have not 'cause you ask not. Now, I just found out where that was in the Bible this week. Did you hear me? I've been saying this scripture for years, but I just found out where it was in the Bible this week. You have not 'cause you ask not. It's actually James 4:2. Now, the way I found it was, I was reading a scripture that changed my life when I was on the boat this year. And the scripture was actually James 4:3. And what it said was, it says, you ask and you receive not because you ask amiss. And so I was just reading that because I had got it from this journal, James 4:3. And what that meant was that sometimes you ask and you don't receive what you ask because you ask amiss, which means you ask with the wrong motivation. And God oftentimes wasn't answering my prayer because my motivation for what I was praying for was wrong. It wasn't that what I was praying for was wrong, but the reason I wanted to happen was wrong. And it speaks in James 4:3 about your worldly lust of flesh and fleshly things. But it was lusting after fleshly things doesn't necessarily mean somebody. It could mean, stuff to appease your fleshly being, your money, so you can flex on somebody, so you can prove them wrong, so you can shake it in their face. That's what it means when it says you ask and you receive not because you ask amiss or for the wrong reason. Well, the other day I was doing my journal review and I read that, and so I was opening up to James 4:3, and lo and behold, I read James 4:2, which says, you have not 'cause you ask not. It was the scripture right in front of it. It blew my mind. So really, he laid it all out there for me. He says, you have not 'cause you ask not, and you ask and you receive not because you ask for the wrong reason. Man, y'all, I can't tell you how that flipped a switch in my head. So if you're out there and you've been asking God for something and you can't seem to get it to go your way, check your motivation for why you really want it to happen. And if you check your motivation, and you'll find out that you want it for some other reasons other than the right reasons, all you have to do is adjust your motivation for what you're asking for. Change your motivation. Ask for forgiveness and ask for the blessing that you're asking for the right reasons, because there's some good that you could do with this thing that you ask of God for that you haven't been getting because you've been asking for the wrong reason. James 4:2 and James 4:4. Those are my closing remarks. I hope that helps you the way it helped me. Y'all have a great weekend, man.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.